So, here we have a slightly ominous looking update video. I'm going to give everyone a kind of TLDW right at the top. I'm having a bit of a break from YouTube. The channel is not being deleted or cancelled or never coming back to it or anything crazy like that. But likewise, this isn't me just taking a weekend off, because that wouldn't have that significant an impact to make an actual update video. So, channel's not like going away or anything extreme. It's also me not going, oh, I feel like taking the afternoon off or anything really light. I'm taking a bit of a noticeable break for a little while from YouTube, and there will be some effects noticed on the channel, mainly less videos and no live streams. So that's the TLDW. I'm now going to break it down for anyone who wants to know everything. I'm not going to tell you everything, why would I do that? No, for anyone who wants to know, like, how long this is going to be, etc, etc, etc. To be honest though, I don't know all the details, because it's just one of those things. So, the thing I can guarantee is there won't be any live streams for at least a couple of weeks. So, my plan with this break is... the initial thing was thinking, okay, I'll take 2 weeks off, or I won't make any, like, full YouTube videos in those 2 weeks. That's not to say I won't work at all during those 2 weeks, because, you know, it's nice to actually eat food and survive and stuff. But I figure I won't sit down, like, every single day like I do, and just make a YouTube video, or make several YouTube videos, or make, like, half a YouTube video, then half the other day, or whatever. I'll instead just maybe capture some cinematic footage for an hour or two, and then just relax for the rest of the day, or do whatever I need to do, because there's a whole bunch of other stuff I need to do. But I reckon 2 weeks is probably going to be too long for me, so 2 weeks is like my goal, but I reckon I'll probably just have a week or so where I'm not directly making any YouTube videos. And because I'm taking the time off, that does mean no live streams, obviously, because although that is very fun, and you guys are really supportive on live streams, like, genuinely, you guys are amazing in live streams. If YouTube goes horribly wrong, I might just go Twitch, because of how lovely you all are with live streams, and I'm sure there'll be several of you who'd follow me over, just happily watching daily streams or whatever. That's a side tangent. But yeah, no live streams for at least a couple of weeks. Might be a few weeks of no live streams, but probably just a couple. I've also been toying around with the idea of putting, like, an opinion poll in, like, the little card section of this video. So if you click on, like, the top right, there'll be the letter I, there might be an opinion poll suggesting, like, a few different live streams I've been considering. Live stream series, that is. I was thinking, because we've got Fallout 4 Survival Mode, which I haven't done in a few weeks now. We could continue that. Or Fallout 3, there's still a bunch of stuff I haven't done in that game, so kind of a... not a playthrough as such, but me just mopping up stuff I haven't completed in the past. Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning, because it's absolutely awesome and brilliant. And I was briefly toying with, like, the idea of the old Fallout games, but I'm not sure how well they'll go on stream. We'll have to see on that. Regardless, that's all side stuff. Now, character builds. Should mention those, because a while back I did the weekly builds are coming back, and they have come back. They were back for, like, a few months or something. I think we've almost had them, at least a couple of months. So that's not been too bad, but yeah, so obviously character builds won't be weekly, because this video is going to be scheduled to go up at the time a character build would, so no character build this week. I'm planning on having one out next week. It's actually the thing I'll be working on this weekend, because yeah, my break hasn't started at the time this video goes out. I've still got more work to do, but I want to have a character build out, like, next week, so you're not being completely deprived of them. But then there probably won't be one a week after, but then I'll try to get one the next week. So every other week for the character builds is kind of the plan, so they're still semi-regular whilst I'm away, but not entirely disappearing. Now, in general, for the whole month of January, you're probably only going to see 2 or 3 videos a week. And seeing as this is the first week of January, and this is the third video, and there's nothing coming out tomorrow, you know what, that probably, yeah, is going to be quite accurate. So next week and the week after, maybe just 2 videos each week. From the week after that, probably 3 videos. The scavenger run, that is continuing. I've pre-recorded the next 3 episodes. Each Thursday, you'll get some scavenger run stuff. There's a few fun things in there as well. I had a lot of fun with either next episode or the episode after. It's all muddled together in my head now. Now, the big point, Wastelanders. Now, this is half the reason why I'm taking the break right now. because I've been needing a break for a while, but I've been putting it off. Like, December's not a good time to go on break as a YouTuber, because it's a good revenue month. You want to be working hard in December, because December often pays for January. January tends to be a bad revenue month, which is also why January is a decent time for me to take a bit of a break. But also, Wastelanders is coming out in the first quarter of this year. The rumours online are February, and I figure it's probably not going to be within the next couple of weeks. But if there's a release date or any really significant info, or Wastelanders does release while I'm on break, I will cover it. I'm not like going to some far reach of the earth or anything. I'll probably be within like 10 miles of my house at most. So yeah, Wastelanders will get covered, so if you're worried about not getting an update from me on that, don't be. I will cover Wastelanders. Even if like tomorrow they suddenly release the info on Wastelanders, I will make a video on it ASAP. So don't worry about that. And I'm looking at my notes here. I had to write down some notes because otherwise I'm going to blather, which I'm already doing. Okay, the Pipcast as well. The Pipcast won't be affected. If you don't know what the Pipcast is, on Kato Genesis' channel, every other week we record the Pipcast 3000, a gaming news and Fallout based podcast. It's myself and Kato Genesis, and sometimes a special guest. There'll be an episode of that out tomorrow, which I haven't actually recorded yet, because I'm recording this on Friday, and Kato hasn't responded as to when we're recording yet. And then in a couple of weeks' time, there'll be another episode. That is not going to be changed. I wanted to make sure my break wasn't going to screw around with that, because that would be very unfair on Kato. That'd be very cruel, just being like, hey Kato, zero notice, you're doing this podcast alone. Nice conversational podcast, easy to do alone, aren't they? No. So yeah, Pipcast won't be affected at all by this, so that's all fine. Now, I already mentioned that I will be doing some work-related stuff in this, and I will also be, like, online a fair amount, and I'll be, like, in-game sometimes as well, so I'm not disappearing or anything. I will still be in the Discord, I'll still probably be on Twitter. I'm actually going to try and bulk reply to some comments just before my break, but I probably won't be looking at the comments too much during my break, because I do want to be kind of away from YouTube for at least a couple of days. Like, honestly, it's probably only going to be, like, a weekend I take completely off, and then the rest of the time just taking my foot off the accelerator, because, you know, burnout, mental health, physical health in my case as well, all of that different stuff. Basically just need some time for it. And I have been making some pre-recorded videos this week. I made a bunch of them. I've got more to work on this weekend. I want to get, like, Nuclear Winter highlights, and I was thinking about doing a Wastelanders video, but I want to have time because I need to do the build as well, and it's Friday evening already. Oh, everything's taken longer than I thought it would. And this is another reason why I'm taking a break, because right now it's just, like, working non-stop. Like, I work, I sleep, I work. That's it right now. I need to work out a bit of a balance, because if I keep going at this rate, I will just die. Because you can't work that much. Even on a job I really enjoy, it's like, no, it's too much. I'm exhausted 24/7. I need to work out how I can keep doing YouTube without slowly killing myself. So that's the whole goal of the break. Yeah, fun stuff. And I think that's probably all the information you need to know. Yeah, so things will be back to normal probably February, and by back to normal, everything could change. Don't trust me, I'm lying to you right now, I'm lying! I'm taking a break. Less videos. Scavenger Run continues, Pipcast continues, live streams are postponed, but there'll be some other videos as well. I think that's everything. I hope that's everything. That is it for the video. I will say as well, something I wanted to do too, is talk about if you do want to watch more of my content, or watch other content, and you're like, damn, I had nothing to watch this January, or whatever, I'm going to actually recommend a few, like, playlists/videos of mine, and recommend some other people's channels. I didn't write this down in my notes, because I'm very stupid, I'm rushing everything, but let's do it quickly. Okay, so first off, The Witcher on Netflix. I mean, first off, watch The Witcher on Netflix if you haven't. It's very good, I highly recommend it, and it's only like 8 episodes or something. It's like 7 hours odd. But yeah, I also made a series called Witcher Wednesdays, which was... It's not a let's play of The Witcher 3, but instead I played a bunch of the game, then I talked about the playthrough session afterwards, how I felt about the game, different things I noticed, themes and stuff inside of it. It's like an analysis of my gameplay and stuff, almost. It's kind of fun. There was also Wanderer Wednesdays, another playlist on my channel, which spun off from Witcher Wednesdays, or the other way around, can't remember which one it was. Fallout 4 Roguelike, which I will continue to push until the day I die, because it is legitimately one of the best series I have ever made. It's a cinematic challenge run / character build series for Fallout 4. Watch it. At least watch the first episode, which is like the overview, just to kind of get a tiny glimpse into it, because it's some of my best work, but it's not something that works well on YouTube, a platform which rewards you for everyone just watching whatever regardless of the actual quality of the content, rather than the quality of the content. So that is something I highly recommend watching, because it's a bit of a gem of my channel, I'd say. I'm trying to think if there's anything else on my channel I highly recommend. Now, just take a look at the playlist section. That's always the best bet with channels. Take a quick look at the playlist section, see if anything jumps to your eye. There's tons of stuff on my channel. I've made literally hundreds of videos, so feel free to check those out. As for some other channels I'm going to recommend, first up, mentioned him earlier, Katogenesis. He's done tons of stuff. He's done some Let's Plays. He mostly does guide videos, but he does like Kato's Casualties as well, which are funny moments. I've featured in a few of them. Go just watch the Kato's Casualties playlist over on Kato's channel. Do it. I'll leave these channels and stuff linked in the description, by the way, so check the description for tons of links. And the Pipcast. If you haven't already been listening to the Pipcast and you want more of me whilst I'm away, then now would be a perfect time to binge listen to the Pipcast, because we talk about tons of Fallout stuff and tons of general gaming news. You get to hear my opinion on a lot of things, and find out more about who I am, I guess. You get more of an insight into me as a person, rather than the guy just delivering info to you, which is what a lot of my YouTube channel is. Another channel I will most definitely recommend is Neebs Gaming, because I have been binge-watching them this week whilst working on everything. They do incredible cinematic gameplay series. Like, the one that stands out to me most is recently they've done a Minecraft series, which I know a lot of you are like, Minecraft, it's generic and stuff. But oh god, they have like cinematic camera angles, they've modded it to look incredibly good as well, there's like reshaders and stuff. And they always have one of their crew, because it's a group of them who all play together, and they work well, they've got a good dynamic together and everything. Then they've got one person who does like the camera angles, and you'll have, when two people are talking, you'll see them from a cinematic angle. They are legitimately a huge inspiration to me, and a lot of their stuff, I look at it and I'm like, oh my god, I want to do that. They are incredible, go watch them. Who else can I recommend at this point? Someone else I can recommend, who is no longer a full-time YouTuber, but made a lot of videos that I absolutely love, is Tony Mo. I'll leave his channel linked in the description. Nowadays, he's got like a normal job, as one of you normal people out there, but he does like monthly-ish kind of... I know his old series was called like Love Letters to Gaming or something, but he is someone who really does love video games, and loves talking about them and analysing them and being like, oh, this is how this game made me feel, and it's really cool for doing all of these different things. He also did a ton of Titanfall 2 videos, which is where I first found him, all of which were very good, and he's got like some... I want to call them like mental health videos, they're like positive videos you can watch. I've watched the playlist a few times, I should watch it again to be honest, where there's stuff like talking about the importance of being happy and all of that stuff. He's got some positive stuff in there. He's basically a gamer who is positive, which I freaking love. That's always what I'm down for. Okay, I'm just going to quick throw a few ones. Modest Pelican Gaming is a lovely guy who makes comedy videos, which I'm sure lots of you would be into. I do not watch him enough. Oh god, my quickfire just went mad. Okay, I'll leave a bunch of channels in the description, just go watch them. And feel free in the comments below to recommend channels or videos or anything that you feel just people might really enjoy watching. That is it. The update video, which over half of it I think was me just recommending content, is done. I will see you all... Well, my next video is going to be Thursday, the next episode of Scavenger Run. Oh, jeez. But yeah, I'll see you all in a few weeks, I guess. Thanks for sticking with the channel, and hopefully 2020 goes well. I really hope so.